Today we are making one of the most popular items in Moroccan street food, معقودة, small potato patties that can be eaten as is or served in a sandwich. Let's start. First, peel the potatoes. Then, slice the potatoes and cut them into small cubes. You can cut them in bigger chunks, but the smaller the potato pieces are, the faster they will cook. Place the potatoes in a pot. Cover the potatoes with cold water. Add salt. Cover the pot with a lid and bring the water to a boiling point over medium-high heat. Reduce the heat to medium and cook the potatoes for around 20 minutes until they become very soft. Once done, drain the potatoes in a colander and place them in a bowl. Using a large wooden spoon or potato masher, mash the potatoes until smooth. We will also add some grated garlic, finely chopped parsley, ground paprika, and chili powder. Mix until well combined. Taste the potato mix and adjust the spices accordingly, including salt. Leave salt at the end because we already put salt in the water when cooking the potatoes, so don't make it very salty. Now shape the potato mix into small patties. The next step is to fry these patties. First, prepare the eggs. Place them in a bowl and beat them with a fork. Heat enough oil to generously cover the bottom of a skillet. Once the oil is hot, then get ready. Time to fry the Maakouda. Dip the potato patties in the egg mixture. Then lightly cover the patties with flour from both sides. Add the potato patties in the hot oil and fry on medium heat for a few minutes on each side until they become deep golden brown. Be gentle when turning the patties. They are soft and fragile. Once done, remove the patties from the oil and place them in paper towel to absorb excess oil. Let's prepare the sandwich version. I am using half a baguette. You can use any crusty bread of your choice. I am adding ketchup. You can also use spicy harissa sauce. Some lettuce. The Maakouda. And tomato slices. Look at this sandwich. Yum! So good. This is the creamiest vegetarian sandwich ever. Today we are making a classic Moroccan street food item, Tayb O'hari, which means cooked and soft, referring to these delicious spiced chickpeas. Let's get ready. First, place the dried chickpeas in a large bowl. Cover with water and soak overnight. After one night, the chickpeas become softer and double in size. Drain the chickpeas from the water and rinse with fresh water. Place the chickpeas in a large pot, completely cover with water. Add salt and bay leaves. Cover the pot and cook on medium-high heat until the water reaches a boiling point. Reduce the heat to medium and continue cooking for 60 to 90 minutes until the chickpeas become soft. From time to time, stir the chickpeas and add water if necessary. Once the chickpeas are done, drain them from the cooking water. Place the chickpeas in a bowl and add the spices: ground cumin, ground paprika, and chili powder. Mix until all the chickpeas are well coated. Taste and adjust the spices accordingly. Serve hot in bowls or paper cones. Delicious! Bon appétit! Today we are making the famous Moroccan brioche that is flavored with anise seeds, called Krachel. This brioche is often served for breakfast or afternoon tea with some butter, honey, or jam. First, let's prepare the ingredients. On medium heat, on a flat pan, roast the sesame seeds for around 3 minutes while stirring constantly. We want their flavors to pop. Then, place in a bowl for later use. Still on medium heat, roast the anise seeds on a pan for around 3 minutes while stirring constantly. Then, place in a bowl for later use. Now, let's make the dough. In a large bowl, place all the ingredients: flour, sugar, roasted sesame seeds, roasted anise seeds, vegetable oil, baking powder, dry yeast, orange blossom water, milk, and salt. Finally, add 2 eggs. Gently mix all the ingredients by hand until you get a sticky dough. Sprinkle a little bit of flour on your workstation. Transfer the dough and knead it energetically with the palm of your hands. You can of course use a kneading machine, but you know me, I prefer to do it by hand. I actually really like it. Knead the dough for about 10 minutes or until you get a smooth, malleable dough that is a little bit sticky. Place the dough in a bowl, sprinkle a bit of flour on top, and cover with a clean cloth. Let rest for 1 hour in a warm place. You will notice that after 1 hour, the dough doubles in volume. Using your fist, push the dough down to remove all the gas bubbles. Cut a little bit of dough and roll it quickly and energetically between a flat surface and the palm of your hand for a minute to create a round shape. The dough ball should be the size of a tennis ball. This recipe will make you 9 to 10 servings. Place the dough balls in a baking pan covered with parchment paper. Cover the dough balls with a clean cloth and let rest for 1 hour for the dough to gain more volume. After 1 hour, beat 1 egg and brush the buns from the top and sides so they get a beautiful color once baked. Finally, sprinkle some sesame seeds on top of each bun. Bake in a preheated oven to 200 Celsius degrees, 400 Fahrenheit degrees for around 20 minutes or until the buns have a beautiful deep brown color. Look at these krachel. Oh, and they smell like heaven. Perfect color, perfect shape, and perfect texture. They are so soft and yummy. Delicious. Today we are making one of my favorite childhood treats, beignets. Soft, warm, yummy beignets. First, we should prepare the dough. In a large bowl, combine the dry yeast, sugar, and lukewarm water. Mix and let rest for 5 minutes for the yeast to get activated. You will notice that the mixture becomes thicker and will have bubbles on the surface. If not, I would be worried about the yeast you are using. Make sure it is alive and strong. Add salt and 1 egg. Mix. Finally, add milk. In a large container, place the flour, make a well in the center, and add the yeast mixture. Gently mix all the ingredients by hand until you get a sticky dough. Add the softened butter and continue mixing. Now, add the remaining flour little by little while kneading the dough. The goal is to get a dough ball that is soft but not sticky. Transfer the dough ball on a flat surface and knead it energetically with the palm of your hands. You can of course use a kneading machine, but I prefer to do it by hand. It is such a stress reliever, believe me. Keep kneading until you get a soft, non-sticky malleable dough. If you gently press in the dough with your finger, you will notice the dent in the dough coming back up. Sprinkle some flour in a large bowl and place the dough in it. Cover with a plastic wrap and let the dough rest in a warm place for about 1 hour. It will double in size. It is quite impressive. Using your fist, push the dough down to remove all the gas bubbles. Time to shape the beignets. Sprinkle some flour on your workstation. Place the soft dough and sprinkle a little more flour on top. Roll the dough out to about 1/4 inch thickness, around 1/2 centimeter. Using a large cookie cutter, cut out circles in the dough. Now, with a small cookie cutter, cut out holes in the center of the large circles. The goal is to get a wheel. Place the cut-out beignets in a baking pan covered with parchment paper. Also, place the small round circles of dough in a separate baking pan. This way we have 2 beignet shapes. Keep rolling and cutting the rest of the dough until you are done. Cover the beignets with a cloth and let them rest in a warm place for about 30 minutes until they gain some volume. Time to fry the beignets. Heat vegetable oil in a frying pan on medium-low heat. When the oil is fully heated, add the beignets and fry them on both sides. Keep turning the beignets around so they get an even golden brown color. Once done, place the beignets on a paper towel to absorb excess oil. Then, dip them immediately in granulated white sugar and cover them from all sides. And that's it! Those are ready to be served immediately. Look at these beignets. They are so soft, so fluffy, and so yummy. Now let's prepare the round beignets. Same thing. Heat oil on medium-low heat, and once ready, fry on both sides until golden brown. Place the round beignets on a paper towel to absorb excess oil. Now, cut them in the middle and fill them with jam. My favorite is strawberry jam. Dust powdered sugar on top and serve immediately. These beignets are to die for. Bon appétit! Today we are making the yummiest of them all, coconut macaroons. Chewy coconut cookies of heaven. First, separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. Place the egg whites in the larger bowl because that's where all the mixing is going to happen. Add to the egg whites the sugar, dried and sweetened shredded coconut, and a pinch of salt. Using a spatula, mix all these ingredients until well combined. Place a saucepan over medium-high heat. Pour water and bring it to a boiling point. Place the bowl with the coconut mixture over the boiling water. Keep stirring the mixture constantly for around 5 minutes until it becomes warm. Once it becomes warm, remove the bowl from the bain-marie and continue mixing until the mixture cools down completely. The dough will become both smooth and sticky. Using 2 spoons, take a bit of the dough and shape it into a ball the size of a large walnut. Place the cookie balls on a baking pan covered with parchment paper. Then, using the back of a spoon, flatten them a bit. Bake the cookies in a preheated oven to 170 Celsius degrees, 340 Fahrenheit degrees for 30 minutes until they become deep golden brown. Look at these beauties. Let them cool before serving. These will be perfect with a cup of milk. One bite and I'm back to my childhood days. Bon appétit!